Hi everyone! I'm so excited to be teaching you this super cool topic. Aren't you excited too? I'm sure you are. Right? So welcome to this little chit-chat session with yours truly. If you are new to the VIP group or just seeing me around, hello, my name is Carissa Clark, and I like to teach women like you how to simplify their life so that they can look and feel their best. So, on to the topic for tonight. It is all about optical illusions. Not the super magic kind though. All about the optical illusions regarding your wardrobe and what it can do for your body, your wardrobe, your everything, and most importantly, your confidence. So, I'm going to be going through a couple main points. I'm going to be going over how to define that waist if you have a waist, if you don't have a waist, how to make yourself look a little bit more slimmer, because I know a whole lot of us like that, especially if you're going to a photo shoot. Also, if you are like me and very boyish or rectangular shaped, how to create hips when there are no hips there. And lastly, how to hide the ever so troublesome mama pooch or food baby. You know what I'm talking about, it's this area. So, who here has actually learned a little bit about optical illusions and how they can fool the eye or distract someone to look somewhere else, right? Who here has? Show of hands. If you have subscribed to any fashion magazine, I guarantee you that they have gone over this topic probably a million times in a million different ways. It's so important. It really is. You know, dress your body how it likes to be dressed and how to accentuate what it has and kind of decentuate what it doesn't have so much. So, I'm here to teach you a little bit of the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way in my fashion journey and in my Lularoe journey of being a fashion consultant in this past year. So we're going to start with numero uno, right here. It is, I'm looking at my notes. Looks like I'm just looking out. I got notes just in case I forgot anything. So number one is define that waist. That is huge, especially for me. Now, as women, most of us like to kind of create that hourglass shape, right? And if you are naturally hourglass shaped, good for you, girlfriend, okay? You might not have to do any of this, but for me, or apple-shaped ladies, we might have to really focus on this if this is what you're going for. By the way, anything that I'm saying, this is just if that is what you're going for. If you want to be apple-shaped and you don't want to define your waist because you don't think it's beautiful, you do you girlfriend. Seriously, it's not up to me to do anything or make you do anything. Okay, so that's my disclaimer right here. So define the waist. This is done two ways. I'm sure it's done more, but I'm going to give you two. First one is hike up that skirt. Hike it up. Now, the like 2000 to 2010 look was wear as low as you can go until something like pops out or something. No, let's do the opposite. Pull that skirt up, and I want you to place it at the smallest part of your torso. So for me, I have a little tiny divot right above my belly button, right about right here, okay? And so I'm gonna put my skirts right there. It happens to be the smallest part of my torso, which is kind of all the same measurements actually. But if you're an apple shape and your smallest part of your torso is almost right under your bust line on your ribs or right below the ribs, it's okay to put it there too, because you are going to draw the eye in, okay? And that is the goal. So you're gonna put the skirt up where it's the smallest, and then you're going to accentuate that. Bring the eye there even more. Accent it, make it pretty. So break out those gorgeous belts. So like I have this belt. I wanted to wear this belt with this, but my mannequin Peggy was wearing it first. So you can either pair whatever you're wearing with a super wide stretchy belt or a thin skinny belt. Now about the wide stretchy belt, this is my go-to method of awesomeness. Are you guys ready? All right. A very wide stretchy belt also acts as kind of a shapewear, honestly, because since it kind of pulls you in and it kind of like shapes you there a little bit, and it gives you kind of a little bit more shape at the smallest part of your body, and it is amazing. All right. And then 2, if you're wearing a pencil skirt or a Lularoe Cassie skirt up high, I think those look amazing with skinny belts, like skinny patent leather belts. And if you want to go extra cute and sassy, then make that belt just maybe a contrast color or just a pop of color for fun. All right, so there's that. Now, optical illusion numero dos. I'm horrible at Spanish, guys. I should stick with French. Number 2 is creating hips, okay? Now I have like so many, guys, like I have so many bullet points. I don't want to miss telling you anything, okay? So number 1 is to create almost like a peplum top. Do you guys know what peplum tops are? Okay, so it's like a fitted top throughout like the bust area and the arms, and as it gets to the hips, it kind of like flows out like this, okay? And it's most commonly seen paired with a pencil skirt, okay? So if you don't have a peplum top, no worries. I have a bunch of perfect tees in my boutique, and what I do is I wear it. It's a trumpet shape, and what you do is you pair it with a skinny belt right at your navel, and it creates a peplum, okay? So it's gonna give you a little bit more volume where you don't have volume. So again, this is about creating hips when you don't have hips, all right? And if you guys have hips, grass is totally greener on the other side. Let me tell you, I need some hips, I need some volume right here, okay? So peplum top and perfect tee trick, check. Let's see what else I have. All right, the fit and flare dresses are amazing for this. So the Lularoe Nicole dress is perfect. It's fitted through the arms, the bust line down to about the navel, and then it flares into an A-line skirt. That is perfect. That is my go-to dress because it gives me a little bit more shape, all right? And just as a little side note, Nicole's are actually super slimming too, okay? Let's see what else. Lastly, how to create curves when you don't have curves. You know, how to create like hips and a little bit more of a poof when you have no poof, right? So I have several exposed waistband skirts. The exposed waistband skirts have kind of like a thicker, stretchy exposed waistband, really. It's about this big. And what you do is you wear them high up, just like I told you, and I do it around my navel, and so when it kind of pulls you in here, kind of poofs off your hip bone, and it creates an illusion of curves. So if you're savvy with Lularoe styles, the Lola Jill Lucy skirt, and kind of the Madison skirt too, all of those are going to pull you in and then kind of poof off your hip bone, so it'll kind of give you the illusion of curves, okay? And that is awesome. Also, extra bonus points if you do the belt with it too, okay? Let's see. All right, number 3 is create a slimming long line to your body. I have 2 tips for this. So, everyone knows about horizontal stripe, the horizontal stripe myth. All right, you know that idea. I don't buy into that myth, but everyone knows that myth. Okay, if you wear horizontal stripes, it makes you look wider. Well, I don't believe that. I really don't. But what I'm saying is the opposite is true. Vertical stripes make you look a little bit longer and leaner. It draws your eye up and down, up, okay, and down, and it's amazing. So when you can, try to get a pencil dress or a swing dress in vertical stripes, or if you can't do that, get a dress with some vertical ribbing, okay? It's gonna bring your eyes up and down, and it's gonna make you just look like a little bit more slimmer, okay? It's gonna draw you up and out, okay? And then number 2, what you wanna do is wear a fitted t-shirt dress, like the Lularoe Julia dress, and you wanna pair it with a Lularoe Joy vest or a long duster vest. It is amazing. And then you want to do a skinny belt right around your natural waistline, okay? And why I say this is, have you ever seen a bodycon dress that has that kind of body panel in the middle and then the black panels on the side? Have you ever seen that? Well, that's supposed to create a slimming effect. It's gonna cut out the sides of your body, and it's gonna draw your eye up and down, okay? You probably have seen bathing suits just like that too, right? All right, and lastly, number 4, how to hide that troublesome mama pooch or food baby that just doesn't wanna go away. Now, I know I've gotten quite a few comments saying that, oh, I don't have any right to talk about this. Girls, if you know me from my Germany days, I lived 6 months pregnant for about 4 years due to a medical condition called diastasis recti, where my insides were falling out and I had hernias all over the place. So I had to become a master at disguising my belly because I was definitely not pregnant, and I was getting so tired of the questions asking me how long I was until I was going to have a baby, and I was just so done. So I have some tried and true things that I have mastered. Are you guys ready? Because I am. So first of all, you want to use layers to your advantage. Okay, so wear something like this. You guys are probably gonna see the tag. I borrowed this from my boutique. I think I might keep it though, okay? So you wanna always layer, light layers, okay? And what you can do is you can either keep it just like this because it's going to kind of highlight right here. The light is going to bounce off of your bust line and it's going to kind of drape over your stomach a little bit, right? Now 2 is you wear this with a skinny belt over it, okay, just like this. And then as the skinny belt is over, you kind of blouse it out just a little bit. So it's not like a tight tuck. This would be weird, right? This would be super weird. So you just blouse it out a little bit. And then it's just gonna go over your stomach and it's gonna just drape down, and everyone's gonna be looking at like how cute your outfit is. Seriously, I'm telling you, no one believed me when I told them about this trick, and they're like, oh, no, no, no. And I'm like, okay, let me just undo my belt. And they're like, oh, yeah, I had no idea. You know, so you can do something as simple as just one very light layer like this, or I would actually do layers upon layers just to distract the eye, okay? Now, my second tip is, remember that super wide belt trick I told you previously? Now, you do that, and it is amazing, okay? So I would always wear a shapewear garment underneath just to push things back where they go, I guess. But when I didn't, I would, or sometimes I would like combine these two. So shapewear underneath, and then I take that super wide belt and that would act as a semi shapewear on the outside, and it would pull me in a little bit, especially the very wide belts that have the super big buckles in the front. So it would kind of pull me in right there. and it would be perfect, okay? I'm telling you, I've done this for years and no one never, ever noticed. Okay, so you can either just do it by itself, or you can do a layer like this and then put a belt over it, okay? Or you can do a layer like this, put a belt over it and another little layer over it. Guys, get creative with your outfits, seriously, okay? Especially if you do like a nice statement necklace, no one's gonna be looking down where this flowy kimono is, I'm telling you. That's why I love statement necklaces. You probably can tell if you see any of my other pictures. I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed. I have one favorite company that you guys can private message me about, and I'm going to rave about it to you, okay? And I'll just send you to my jewelry lady. So that is it for today. I hope you learned a little bit about optical illusions and how you can, you know, put them into your life routine. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you find it super helpful and you think that your other fashionista sisters would benefit a lot from this video, then make sure to share it with them too. And if you are catching me on YouTube, you can always subscribe to this channel so you never miss a beat and you always get a notification when I do a new video just like this, right? How cool is that? How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool, right? Right. Alrighty guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. Bye-bye.